What's going on, Dan?
All righty. I think we are live. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Rogues Gallery Live. This is episode number 38. And today we're going to be talking about a couple of topics. We're going to be talking about Sideshow Con, which was the big announcement this week. We finally got some words on what they're going to be doing with their reveals since there is no San Diego Comic-Con this year. And I also wanted to do a little bit of a DC movie chat. There's been kind of a lot in the news in the last week since we've all been together, and I thought it would be interesting to talk a little bit about that. But before we get started, I do want to introduce everybody in the gallery tonight. First up with us, as always, Mr. Mac Main from Mac Collections in the house. Hey, Mac.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope everybody's week's going swell.
Doing good. We were just talking before the show. A lot of us are tired already. It's Wednesday. I mean, that's the bad thing, right?
Yeah, I'm real tired.
That's right. We also have with us, as always, again, Mr. Jeff Morris is with us.
Hey, everybody.
How's it going, Jeff?
It's good.
Good. From Secret Sanctuary, we have Mr. Jeff Delaney with us, Jeff 2.0.
That's me coming to you live from my son's bedroom in the high desert of California.
Now you couldn't have brought all of your statues with you while you were.
Well, I did bring some representations of my statues.
Did you?
I brought Wallace in his techno pants.
There you go.
And I brought Gromit knitting a sweater with a bone on it. All I could fit in my suitcase.
Well, I see that you've gone down a little bit in scale. Yeah, some of those budget-friendly pieces.
You can fit so much more.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's great. Now you see the bright side of not having these big pieces, I tell you.
Yes.
Also with us tonight from Wayne Manor North, Mr. Dan Default is with us.
Hey, guys. Welcome to the show.
Welcome, sir. How are things up in the Great White North?
Things are actually very nice here. The weather is warm here. It's going to be a warm weekend, but like you, I'm feeling tired. It's Wednesday. I need to wake up in time for the weekend.
That's right. That's right. And then we have a new guest tonight. I'm really excited to have him on the show. He has a YouTube channel, and if you don't know it, I did just talk about him in the video I just did this last week. But he's from TG Studios 512, and his name is Tommy Gunn. And I'd like to officially welcome you to Rogues Gallery Live, sir.
Oh, thank you. I am excited. Thank you all for having me. This is like watching going live and everything, and it was just a huge surprise when you asked me, and I was like, yes, I'll do it.
Well, we're glad to have you on the show, and again, definitely check out his channel. I'll put up the banners so if you guys want to remember it later on in the show. But cool. So anyway, I just want to welcome everybody and hope everybody's doing well. Let me give a real quick shout out to people in the chat. We've got Dark Knight Ranger in the house. Zach is with us. Mac Owens, JW, the Pimricas. Good morning. Morning. I like that. Wherever you are. It's nighttime here. They're getting close anyway. Matt's with us. We got Levi, Thornton. See a lot of familiar names. Closer. I like that. Demetrius, we got Martin. He says, I love these Rogues Galleries. Should be fun. Hey, I'm glad to hear that. We love doing them. Hey, that Mac Collections guy is here. That's cool.
Nice.
I don't know who that is.
He's a cool guy.
That guy's a dick.
I didn't want to say anything, but that's,
That's the word.
Eduardo's with us. We've got Edwin Diaz. We got, Whiplash Collector. Steven's in the house. I bet it's early morning wherever he is. That's awesome. Got Dan Blaster in the house from Scotland. I like it. And Bat in the north. Mr. Dan is with us as well. Oh, and then we got I'm Back Suckers here.
I love that guy's name.
Always laugh.
I know.
That name.
Fantastic. And he's the one that won the tweeter head, so that was really cool.
Oh,
really
that's
glad.
cool.
Here's Eric B. I got a picture of Eric for later on the show. Hey, Eric. And he says he loves you, Max. So there's some love right back to you. That's good.
Love you too, bro.
Well, anyway, like I said, we got a couple of different topics. I wanted to start out with just kind of talking a little bit about the Sideshow announcement. Did you guys all see it this week?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And so I was maybe expecting just a little bit more, maybe a tease of something, but I guess we did get a tease. But for those of you that don't know or didn't see the announcement, they are going to have a Comic Con. It's Sideshow Con. I highly recommend you guys go pre-register. So after the show, it's side.show/con, I think. Right?
That's right.
Yeah, con.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Really simple, and basically it's free. But I advise you to do it because right off the bat you get $5 in reward points, and they've already put it in my account. So that's already a really great bonus. You're also going to get early access to notifications whenever they show off new product reveals. And speaking of new product reveals, we talked about it on one of our other shows, how cool it would be if they actually had a physical booth. And they are going to have a physical booth. They're going to do it in their studio. So I would imagine, or maybe even their warehouse, wherever they have a lot of space. But they did talk about on the video that they can tear it down each night and kind of redress it up, and there won't be glass, so there won't be like glare and stuff. So I'm hoping they kind of go around with a camera just like one of us would, and show us the product reveals from all different angles. So I'm really excited about that. If you also pre-register, they're going to, I believe, give you a $10 coupon toward purchases. I don't know exactly how they're doing that, but they're also going to have preview night. So, they always have that night before the con where they kind of let some people in or let some video creators in and show off the statues. Jeff, have you ever been there for a preview night?
I'm always there for preview night.
Okay. So what's that kind of like when you're really there?
It's awesome. I mean, preview night inside the hall is identical to the rest of the show. All the booths are open. There's 100,000 people there. When you buy your tickets, you can either buy a 5-day ticket, which gives you preview night plus the 4 days of the con, or you can buy individual days. So you really want the 5-day to get in on preview night to get first crack at everything. They don't do very many panels on preview night, so all the stuff upstairs doesn't really happen, except for some of the networks premiere episodes of new shows coming out in the fall on preview night. That's kind of a tradition. But other than that, on the convention floor, it feels just the same as Thursday through Sunday.
Is it as busy usually those nights?
Yes, it's very busy. When I'm doing my booth tour for Sideshow, like I've told you last week or 2 weeks ago, they don't let you into the booth until 6 p.m., even though I'm there all day. I get in really early because I have a dealer badge. And I see them setting up. I see the stuff, but I can't do anything about it. So at 6 p.m., at the same time I'm allowed to start filming, the doors are opening to let in everybody. And so it's a mad dash to get everything done before the booth is just full of people and it's hard to get around.
Yeah, I bet. So anyway, they're going to do a preview night, but they're going to do it through Zoom. So they're going to give everybody access to this big Zoom meeting, and I don't know exactly how that's going to go. If you've been in a Zoom meeting, there's thousands of little screens. So I don't know what that's going to look like exactly, versus just like a live stream that they would do. Maybe it's going to be more interactive. I don't know what they have planned, but so what do you guys think of the announcements they've made? Like, are you guys excited, or do you feel like it's maybe not as exciting as you were hoping that would be this week? What do you guys think?
So far that I've seen is that package deal with the shirts, says Sideshow Con and the little pins. But I think there's only like a few hundred for the first few hundred people to register.
Yeah, I think it was $40, and it had like a Stan Lee pin, like there was an exclusive, and there was some Sideshow stuff, pins and shirts. So I think that's swag basically.
Right.
But I would assume that will sell out pretty quickly.
I think it's
but you get like $10 off.
Yeah, there was a $20 thing, I think.
Was it 20?
10 or 20?
I thought because when I was watching it, he said you get like a $10, so you can get the whole thing for $30.
You get that, but there was like one of those stickers they used to put on boxes. You remember that had the $20 off?
Oh yeah.
So you could use it on something in the future.
Oh.
Select items, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
slow movers.
And the only I thought you got that $10 just for pre-registering, but that's just only if you buy that kit.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was $10 off of that. It took it down $10 off of whatever it's listed.
Yeah, they did mention that you could use that coupon and it would only be $30.
Yeah,
For the swag kit, but you do get the $5 in reward points. Did you guys all pre-register?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay, and again, it's free. And I don't. You can register after the fact, but I guess you just don't get some access. Like they did bring up, like hot toy reveals specifically. They did also bring up various companies that were going to be represented. Prime One was not one of them, unfortunately. I was really hoping to see that logo, and maybe something would still happen, but I'm not going to hold my breath on that. But we did see like Hot Toys. We did see PCS. I'm trying to remember what other ones. Do you guys remember what other ones they mentioned?
I saw them mention. They mentioned Prime One in their tweet.
Did they?
Oh, really? That's cool.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah.
So they are going to continue with Prime One.
It certainly seems that way. I mean, they are continuing to put their. Dan and I were having this conversation earlier this week. Is that I feel like there's a 6-month window. I feel like Prime One has kind of exclusive selling rights on their own website for about 6 months, and then they've been after about a 6-month period, they've been giving them to Sideshow to sell also. So like we were talking about. I forgot her name just now. From Metal.
Oh, from the Drown.
The
Drown. Thank you. We talked about the Drowned. We think that one probably will go up on Sideshow, and I'm really hoping for Bane to go up on there as well. So
nice.
Anyway, it'd be cool to be able to see maybe some of those pieces at the show. But I do feel like that relationship is repaired enough that they've been doing it for, gosh, has it been 2 or 3 months now, guys?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That they've been consistently selling Prime One again at Sideshow. So
And I feel bad because I pre-ordered that Joker through Prime One, and then later on I saw it appear on Sideshow, and I was like, after all the shipping problems.
Oh, Chris and I have been having that conversation.
that's where we're at, because we both ordered through Prime One, and we're debating whether we should just order through Sideshow because of the shipping costs and the surcharges and things, the COVID surcharge.
Yep.
So we still don't know. We're waiting for some clarity. Let's just say that on those pieces. But anyway, they did reveal that they will be showing off the long-awaited Silver Surfer, the Daniel Bell piece. They teased it and hinted around on that. So that's the one piece that I heard them say. Have you guys heard of any other pieces that might be revealed?
Nothing firm, no.
There were a lot of pieces that have not been seen since the 12 Days of Sideshow. I would imagine all of those will be seen. I know, like they had like that.
Bounty Hunter.
Yeah, those. They were going to give away a child. They did talk about that. They're going to give away one of the child life-size figures, statues. So I think that's awesome. But
It's about time they did a Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
It's been years. I used to have the first one that they put out, the one he has his hands up like in the back like this, but I gave it away.
Oh, well, this one's Daniel Bell, and so it's going to be, I think, very, very popular. Are any of you interested in getting that one?
Maybe.
Yeah.
I have to see it.
Yeah, I need to see it.
Yeah, same here. I think everybody has the same thoughts.
Yeah.
We talked a little bit about last week. Do you think there's going to be other premium formats that you think are a lock that we're going to see? Anybody want to make some guesses?
Batman villain.
I like the way you're thinking, Jeff.
Don't you think? I mean,
I hope
at least one.
I'm hoping
A penguin, hopefully.
I would love that. Man,
That would be really nice.
Maybe a Storm from the X-Men.
That would be cool.
how many more characters do you think they could do for X-Men?
A lot.
A lot.
They really will.
I don't know all the characters, so I don't know. I feel like they've done a really good line. Like they've done a lot.
Put out
of
an
characters.
Iceman, right?
Do what?
They haven't put out an Iceman.
No, I don't think
No,
so.
no.
No.
Everyone's screaming for Storm, though. I think that would be the popular choice.
Mhm.
Also Nightcrawler, but there's a lot of talk that Disney won't let that happen.
Interesting.
Yeah, I wonder why.
Because of his demonic appearance.
Ah,
I could see that.
Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
That's the rumor.
That's interesting. Well, it'll be interesting to see if we see him in the movies, though. Like, down the road,
Right.
will we see?
Yeah.
I mean, they've had scary characters before, or I don't know.
That is just
Yeah.
weird. I mean, it doesn't look like a devil. I guess his father does.
Yeah. He does.
Yeah, that's interesting. Well, I hope Jeff's right about the Batman villain. That'd be pretty great. Because I feel like Freeze and Scarecrow has sold pretty well,
Hmm.
but I don't know. Anybody have any like super wishful thinking of one they really want?
Oh man, I want a better Batman Beyond. Something with a because the new one that's coming out, I mean, it's just a very simple base,
Mhm.
and I mean he's jumping forward. I mean, it looks nice and simple, but I think I got spoiled with a lot on bases with like Prime One and XM Studios. Something that looks really nice and a better pose.
Yeah,
I think that would be nice.
It would be cool. I don't think it's going to happen though, because it's not even out yet. So I can't imagine them doing one so soon. But I know a lot of people were excited. At least they got something from Batman Beyond, because they don't get a lot of love.
No.
Yeah.
That'd be cool though. How about you, Mac? Is there anything that you were hoping to see?
I don't want to see nothing. I need to chill out for a minute. I need to, I don't know, man.
Now that sounds like Lady Mac talking. Come on.
Yeah, it does.
That's what that sounds like.
Like I have to all the statues I get now. I have to I gotta bribe the UPS man, FedEx man, to bring it, wait, and we'll do an exchange. Like I'll go meet him up, and I'll put it in my car, wait for her to fall asleep, and then I'll bring it in the house.
Trade toilet paper and
Yeah.
sanitizer.
I'll trade that. Yeah. I'll put on the outfit, look like I work there, and then come to the house. It's that bad right now. No, I'm just kidding.
That's pretty bad. I feel for you.
No, it's not that bad. I want to see a lot of things, but I just don't. I can't put my. I don't know. I can't pinpoint what I'd like to see. A lot of the stuff that everybody else wants to see is kind of where I'm at. So I think a Storm would be really cool. X-Men line, and I think some more villains for Batman would be cool. A Penguin would be nice. I'd love to see Two-Face, or I'd love to see a Clayface. I've always been a big fan of the animated series Clayface, so I think that'd be really cool.
I have a feeling, not yet, but I have a feeling that a company out there is going to be making a Clayface.
Oh yeah, I've seen. Yeah, I know you're talking about. Yep.
Okay, I think that there's going to be a company out there that's going to make a Clayface. So
That would be
at least we're going to get one. So that'll be nice.
I
How
do
about
wonder
after
if
your video.
Say what?
Did they do it after one of your videos that you talked about Clayface? Well, the people want it.
That people want it. So there's just some insider stuff that I know. So I think you're going to see a Clayface.
Nice.
I think that's going to be a thing. So I'm excited about that. How about you, Jeff Morris? Anything you're excited to see or hopeful to see?
I would be kind of surprised if Sideshow doesn't do something of a Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah.
Given the popularity.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's where the money is right now.
Yeah.
Some Studios did theirs. It looks really nice.
Yeah.
We're going to look at that one later.
Really nice.
I think there'll be some more X-Men. I think I wouldn't be surprised if they didn't have at least two.
Yeah.
To reveal.
That'd be cool.
I have to wonder if they're doing the Silver Surfer, are we going to see another Galactus, or are we going to see another member of the Fantastic Four to go along with Silver Surfer? Seems kind of logical to me.
Well, what do you think about that? Because Disney, isn't that the way Disney's going with the next movies? Aren't they going to introduce the Fantastic Four?
Well, they brought the comic books back. They were out for a while.
So maybe they're trying to get that.
So I think they're going to bring them back.
Maybe they're trying to get that buzz again, because the movies have not been great.
Right.
And so maybe they're trying to get that new buzz and get some characters out there and get people familiar with it. That's a good point. Definitely. How about you, Dan? Anything that you're interested in maybe hoping to see? Jeff mentioned metal.
I'm kind of hoping they don't. I'm with Mac.
Yeah, Dan and me are like together. We're like,
oh my God, who was it? Somebody the other day in the Facebook group said, I think it was Chris and with his evil with the horns on. Hey, what do you think about collecting a whole quarter scale metal line from Sideshow? Oh my God, kill me now. No.
Some of those in a quarter scale would be huge, though.
yeah.
Yeah,
I think a maquette or something the size of those Avengers Assemble would be realistic. By the time you get a couple of those guys are really big.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, Devastator is really big. Yeah, no question about it. But I'm kind of half surprised that they haven't teased anything on a line like that already. Mm-hmm. I mean, it is clearly, the book is still hot. The character is extremely hot still. They just came out with death metal. They got all kinds of momentum. Yeah. I can't imagine why they would seed that character, that line to Prime 1 first and now to XM. I don't know. That doesn't make sense to me, but
unless they think it's too crowded.
And Sideshow
that never stopped them before. Everybody made a juggernaut.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Like I said, Sideshow doesn't tend to tease anything. Like they don't renders, that's my favorite part. I love renders.
Yeah, me too.
Those little, like the old school Arkham Prime 1 teasers, or they would just show like half a cheek or something, or backside of Catwoman or whatever they do. I love those because it gives you a hint that, like, okay, this is where I want my direction to go. I know that I'm going to get a Catwoman, or I'm going to get this character or that character. I wish Sideshow did that more. I would love to see that.
As I sit here, I'm looking at the Batman Who Laughs here off to my left, and if they did a really good quarter scale Dark Knights line, I could see picking up the quarter scales to accompany this 1/3 scale Batman Who Laughs. I think that might be kind of cool. The main character being 1/3 and the others being a quarter. That might be a way to go. Because honestly, I can't fit a whole 1/3 line of Dark Knight's metal in my collection. So,
that's a good point. I like that idea. I think it could be fun.
Could be fun. Yeah.
Vega here had a good question. Do you think Sideshow will adapt to the current economic situation and not reveal as much as they normally would, as to save some more popular pieces for a more plentiful economic period? In my opinion, I could say yes and no to that, because at one hand, they want to sell as much as they can, I'm sure, in this situation. But I know for a fact that, like, they plan these events a year in advance. And so I would imagine everything that they had planned, or at least most of it, will be shown. Don't you guys think? Or do you think that they'll scale back a little bit?
No, they're doing it.
Yeah.
Full scale ahead. Full steam ahead.
Yeah.
Yeah. And again, like, even in all of this craziness that is our world in 2020, people are still buying.
Yes.
It's clear that people are still buying these things, and whether it is a smart decision or not, I think it's still escapism for people. It gives people like me. I'm a Disney guy. You guys know I love to go to Disney. I spend half my year planning the trips. I look forward to it. I have a trip planned in August that we may or may not do, but the trip has been scaled back because they've canceled everything. And so, like, that's what I always look forward to. If you strip all those things that you look forward to away, what's left? Okay, now you got statues, you got these collectibles that maybe this will give you something to look forward to. When you can't go travel, or you can't go bowling, or whatever you want to go do to entertain yourself. So I can see why people are spending their money on this stuff. They might be more cautious, but are you guys seeing the same thing in the community?
We canceled 3 trips this summer. We were going to go to Europe this summer. So all that money is back in play.
And now you're no longer welcome.
Exactly.
Yeah, we're on the list.
You're going to have to buy another house.
Easiest refunds I ever got.
Yeah.
Yeah, like people are spending. They are spending right now. That's like with the TG Comics and stuff. They're on the website, and people are always asking me, "Are you selling that statue? You selling that statue?" I mean, I guess that a lot of people think that they're getting a really good price because people are selling them a lot less than usual. So, but I don't know where they're getting the money if they're not working. But I'm fine with that.
Yeah. Or, people that are collecting have been smart with their money, or they feel like they could still justify it. There was a couple weeks there where I'm like, I'm not gonna purchase anything, and then about a week later, I have 3 new statues. So it's been
crazy time.
It is. It's
going to be slow in the next few months because a lot of the stuff that's coming in now is all the stuff that I pre-ordered like last year.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm not, I mean, the only thing that I did pre-order was that Joker for Prime 1, but there's going to be some dry seasons coming up because it's like I didn't pre-order much.
Yeah, I think I got like 5 or 6, 7, I think 6 pieces on pre-order through the rest of the year. So I agree. I think there will be a pretty good dry spell there for a while. And I feel like there's just been a dry spell in general of like not a ton of new things coming out. But I don't know. It'll be interesting to see. Let's see. What is it? Folks, I think it's Greg, right? Dan, you match it with Sanity. You're going to get it, right? You stage it as alternate universe faces it. That could be interesting.
That could be awesome. Can you imagine? That'd be so cool.
You're not getting Sanity though, right?
Well, not yet, but I have to tell you, I was watching David Finch's YouTube channel recently, and he last week, I think it was, on one of his streams, he talked for a good half hour about the Sanity piece.
Really?
And what it was like to design it and how good of a job XM, did with the whole thing. And it was just, really cool. And I found myself getting more and more interested.
Were people giving him crap about leaving Riddler out?
That didn't come up.
I can't believe it, because that's all you ever hear. Like, why didn't he put a Riddler in there?
Now, he doesn't, at least the stream I was watching, he didn't scroll the chat, so you couldn't see it. He has his wife, Meredith, kind of feeding him the chat off the side while he's drawing. So it's a great stream for anybody interested, though. Finch's channel is awesome.
Yeah, that's awesome. I'll have to go check that out. I didn't even know he had one. So that's really
relatively new.
Ryan says Wayne Manor North needs Sanity.
Yeah, one of you two needs to get it. Or old Tommy.
I'm pretty excited because, and I don't know if it'll go or not, but there is a certain reviewer on YouTube that is getting Sanity, and he doesn't think he's going to keep it.
Okay.
And so he said after he's done, he'll sell it to me. So I think I might have a Sanity, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But
the full colored one or the dream sequence, or
full color.
Nice.
Although I have some photos from the factory when we get to the gallery here, and it's crazy because it looks really good. It looks better than I was expecting. That smoky effect.
Wow.
So I don't know.
I think I've seen that.
But what'd you say, Tommy?
I haven't seen that piece.
Sanity?
Yeah,
you've probably seen it. You just don't realize that you've seen it. He's had to.
Maybe I've seen it. I didn't know it was called.
Just didn't realize it.
Like Batman surrounded by all the villains by XM.
That's what it's called.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like surely you saw that piece.
They had it in New York.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's when. Yeah, that's right. That I was out there with Brian Tan.
Yeah.
And they had a meeting with Sideshow.
Yeah.
Oh, back then. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure y'all heard. Yeah, y'all didn't hear that?
No.
I didn't.
Yeah. So they had a meeting with Sideshow. They went out to dinner and everything, and so I think they might work something out. I hope that'll be really cool, because a lot of the stuff that they're selling over here that they can sell is the Samurai line, but they want to do more. But the only company who has those licenses is Sideshow.
Yeah.
So I hope they work something out. They have some really cool pieces. You don't have to go with a third party.
Well, it'd probably benefit just about everybody if that was the case, I would think. But
but that's also very dangerous.
yeah.
It's very, very dangerous.
It is for sure. Yeah.
So much more. Yeah. Oh my God.
You'd be opening up a whole new can of worms for Mac, that's for sure. And probably most of us.
I'd have to shut down shop. Cancel everything.
Oh, I love it. Well, do you guys have anything else to say about Sideshow Con? I think we've kind of exhausted it. I feel like it's going to be at least something. I was really worried that we wouldn't get that same feeling of the booth tour, and so I'm so thankful that Sideshow's doing that. I think it's definitely going to benefit them because it generates all that excitement, and I know that I love booth tours, whether it's in America or overseas or wherever we see like a real booth tour. I love those; they're my favorite.
Me too.
And some, like even like Prime One, you just don't see them as much as you used to. And so I'm really glad that we're still getting that with everything going on in the world. So I'm very excited. Very excited.
I hope it's a wow factor. We need to be wowed.
Yeah. I was talking with some people at Sideshow this last week, and they said they've been working really hard, and they're super, super excited about it. And they think collectors are going to be super excited too. So I think that's good enough for me. That's pretty awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, because there's a new statue that I got, Batman and Superman fighting with they're in the Fortress of Solitude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, that piece was like $700-800, right? It's not worth that. I mean, it looks cool, but it's like it's a good $400 or $500 piece. So it's like I wish they would just up on some of the stuff and do something a little bit better. Drop the price if they're going to have something like that, because there's all this gap between the neck and the shirt line and stuff, and you can't tuck in the cape very well. I mean, I didn't pay that. I mean, I traded some stuff that I had for it, but when I saw it in person, I was like, wow. I just need to be I want to be wowed if they're not going to give us any kind of like little cheeks, like you said.
Well, I don't see any prices going down, unfortunately. I don't think that's going to happen. But especially if like nobody was buying during this craziness, I can see that maybe. But
yeah,
people are still spending a lot of money, so it'll be interesting.
True.
But,
I think that Hot Toys may. I think that there's a possibility that I think they may. Since the Justice League is coming back out, I think there's a possibility that they may do some more figures from the movie. I think they might actually do the Cyborg that they teased 3 years ago and never made.
Maybe a Dark Side?
That could be cool.
That's a possibility.
Because I would imagine, like, aren't like usually those files sent out to companies well before the movie ever comes out, right?
A year or more.
So there's a good chance they already would have had those.
Plus, they had the molds. I mean, the Batmans are both on wait list from Justice League, so
and they're good.
Yeah.
Oh, that'll be interesting. And Jeff, you're mostly our hot toy collector in the group. Are you pretty excited about
Black Widow stuff?
Oh, I did see that. Yeah,
I think we will see some. I think the movie will come out one way or the other this year.
Are you in the market for any of those?
I have to say, I've seen a couple of unboxings of the Endgame Black Widow, and I'm really disappointed that they went with this molded plastic bodysuit rather than it being fabric like the previous ones. And it doesn't actually have real details on it. It's all like pressed plastic.
Yeah.
But the price was probably $30 or $40 more than the last one.
Of course.
Yeah. Yeah, I would rather them just do the fabric.
Yeah. Well, it matched the other ones better that way.
Yeah, because I mean, it's like not a real zipper. It's like the plastic has been molded. To me, it's like a really overpriced Marvel Legends.
Oh, yeah. Well,
I think they're going to do the Black Widow on Disney Plus because the way things are going is getting worse.
Yep.
Because I know that if they're already waiting from the summer, they're moving the Black Widow to November.
Yeah.
Marvel's really strict on their timeline when what movie comes out where, for it could fall in that timeline for the next movie, and it just rolls. So I have a feeling that it might just go straight to, because
I have a feeling that it may.
They have to start competing with DC if they're going to be doing the same thing with Max, HBO Max.
Yeah.
Well, I know
if
AMC.
they don't, then Eternals is going to be spring then, if it's all slowed down that much.
I know AMC was supposed to open here real soon, and they've pushed back another month or so. I don't know. Do you guys have any theaters open near you?
Nope.
No. And the way things are going, I mean, like I said earlier when we were talking before, my wife works and she does the COVID testing and everything in the lab, and she's like, it's a lot. I mean, it's way too much. So at the very beginning, we had so many. This is like 5-10 times more. So it's
and nobody wants to wear a mask.
Yeah,
like
I think this is going to be the theater killer.
Yeah.
Where before it was cable, and then now it's all streaming. Where it's going to destroy some theaters. They're just not going to come back.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. But I think it was already kind of going that way anyway. You know, it was just like with so much streaming, they were already having enough trouble. But well, speaking of movies, you guys want to go on to our topic number 2?
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
All right, we'll switch it over here. So DC movie shocker, and the reason why I put that is because the big news that kind of made the rounds last week was that apparently Michael Keaton is signing up to be as part of the Flashpoint movie. And what do you guys think about that? What version of himself do you think he'll play? Some people were like, well, he's going to play Flashpoint Batman, and I don't think that's the case at all.
No.
I think he's going to play 89 Batman. What do you guys think about that announcement?
It's awesome.
I'm excited.
Yeah,
super excited.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I think he's going to be around, like earlier we were talking about the Batman Beyond. I have a feeling it's going to be around that era. So I know they're not going to try to say too much, but I know when I was with Michael Keaton last year, we did a piece for him because him and Tim Burton have been pitching to do the Batman Beyond. And I know that they had other plans, so this might be it. I know Tim Burton might have his finger, like, little touch on this, on some stuff. I'm hoping, but I really hope that he would be doing the older Bruce, and might introduce somebody else new into that.
Well, he always said that he would only do the role again as if Tim directed. Well, he could direct the sequence, like he could direct, that part, and I think that'd be really cool, to do something like that. But all of it to me, as jumbled as all of the DC universe feels right now, where they're kind of doing all these independent like storyline films, and you got Robert Pattinson Batman over here, and you got the Justice League world over here. The Flashpoint thing can easily bring it all together and make sense.
DC's everywhere.
What'd you say, Dan?
That's giving them a lot of credit, man. I don't know about that.
Now, if we were doing it, we could make it work, right?
These are the same people that brought us Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
I just watched that. Oh my God, a waste of time.
Shit show.
I gave in. I was like, no.
It's that bad. It's not even worth watching.
It was that bad. I am so bored. I watched Fantastic Four again today.
Fell asleep in the theater watching. Wow. And I woke up and it was still going on, and I'm like,
I read an article today
and I wasn't lost.
I read an article today that claims that Keaton is going to be like the Nick Fury of the DC universe and films, that he's signing actually a 10-picture deal, 3 movies where he'd feature prominently, and 7 where he would do cameos to try to bring everything together, kind of like Nick Fury with Marvel.
But how do you feature him now? Like, do you think? I mean, he wouldn't he still wouldn't be in the bat suit, would he?
No, I mean, if he's going to be doing the Nick Fury thing, he's going to have his own Padawan, let's say. So if there's going to be other universes and dimensions and stuff, so there's going to be younger Batman there.
He'll have Terry. Right.
So if they're not going to put McGinnis, they might put another younger Batman that he's going to mentor. They have to, because DC, I mean, like you said, is like, they haven't been consistent with anything. They haven't been doing what Marvel does. It's like everything is tied in and it's airtight. With this, it is like they throw us a Joker, they throw this, they throw that, and it's all like, they didn't give us Darkseid. They said, we give you something better. We'll give you his uncle. So it's like, who? So now it's like, you know what? We need to do a flash forward, because what they did with the Flash episodes, they were throwing everything at us. I mean, we were watching Smallville. We were watching the new Flash from the movies, and they were just throwing everything at once, even voice actors playing as Batman. So they have that flash forward that they could mold it to where they need to be. And I really hope they do.
I don't know. I'm not sure if I see them going the Marvel route at this point, or even attempting to, because Aquaman $1 billion, Joker $1 billion, Wonder Woman $1 billion. This keeping things separate kind of works for them, and I think that they'd be afraid to unify everything, because that didn't work out for them well the first time. I'm not sure they'd go that way or not.
But at the same time, Jeff, I feel like they could still keep everything separate. You have this the Robert Pattinson universe that they're doing a trilogy, right? Mm-hmm. So that's still going to be its own thing. But if the Flashpoint could tie things together, that's a cool piece, but it can still keep everything else separate, and they can still do these independent films if they wanted to.
Okay.
Maybe, you know what I mean?
Because I've got a thought on all of this.
Okay.
I think that if there were the possibility of making it work and making it really like golden, is if they do the separate movies and you have several different Batmans in several different versions over the course of, say, 5 to 7 years, and lead all of that up to one movie where all those Batmans have to come together for some huge threat. That could work.
That could be interesting.
Yeah, could work.
I don't know.
That'd be really cool.
I just don't want to see Clooney.
No, but
I think Clooney would go near it.
You could bring Keaton, the new guy, whoever it is, Affleck, and Twilight. They all have to come together at some point, and Flash has to bring them together.
Twilight.
What's his name?
Mr. Sparkles.
Yeah,
Sparkles.
Sprinkles.
I was gonna tell my wife every time somebody mentioned that I was gonna go like this with glitter.
Yeah.
Just pop it up like this.
That'd be great. You'll have to do that on your channel. That'd be pretty funny.
Did Ben? Did he sign up for more movies or just this one?
Well, that's what I wanted to talk about too. Is that the big rumor is that Ben Affleck has signed on, and apparently we will hear at that Warner Brothers. Is it what's the DC fandom?
DC fandom,
and that's also in late August. That maybe that would be announced, and that because he was originally, if you guys remember this, he was originally supposed to direct himself, him versus Deathstroke, which they had teased in Justice League. Now, here's the thing though, I don't know if that ending will be the same in the Snyder Cut, because I've heard it's not the same. I've heard his ending was different. He didn't have that teaser in the same way. So that'll be interesting in itself. But I feel like if they did leave it, that having Ben Affleck fight Deathstroke, there's a lot of demand for that, especially if the Snyder Cut does well. Now, if the Snyder Cut tanks, that could be a problem. But I know there's a lot of people that want Ben Affleck back. Ben Affleck is jacked right now. He has been working out like crazy. And he easily, and that just makes me kind of wonder if the rumors are true. Of course, we'll have to wait another month to see. But what do you guys think about the possibility of having that film, even though they're making this other trilogy. I mean, how cool is that, right?
It could work.
Ben Affleck is one of us with these comics. He knows Batman. I was really hoping that he would do his movie.
Yeah.
I mean, there's all these Batmans out there, and a lot of good Batmans like Michael Keaton and stuff, but Christian Bale, but none of them did a really good Wayne. Bruce Wayne, tall, built, the jaw, and I think that Ben Affleck did really good with that. And so if he's working out, I'm really hoping they see this. Yeah. Oh, I'm excited.
What do you think, Mac? Would you be interested in that film?
Yo, absolutely. I'd be down for it. I just keep wanting to go grab my Keaton Mezco.
Yeah, go get him. Go get him. He's still one of my favorite things in your collection. I love that thing. Let's zoom the close up here.
Yes, and he was about that tall, right?
Yeah.
Just about.
Oh, he moves his eyes.
Yes, he does.
What?
He is so great.
Let me see. Oh, wow.
Out of all of Mac's Prime One pieces, I think this is still one of my favorite reviews. I love this thing. So great.
Jesus. Want to get crazy?
Let's get crazy. You want to get nuts? Come on.
Oh, is it nuts?
You want to get nuts? Come on, let's get nuts.
Come on, let's get nuts.
Have y'all seen this one? This piece that we drew?
Let's see.
Oh, that's awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah, we did this one. We did this one for Michael Keaton and for Tim when we're with them in San Antonio.
So how did you meet them?
Alamo. Here for people to see it better. Alamo. I've never met him before. So we.
That's cool.
Alamo City Comic Con. Apple is the owner. He's a good friend, and Michael Keaton was there and stuff. So that's how we met him.
And that was like the only con appearance he's ever done, or at least in a long, long time.
Yes,
I considered driving down there for that.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen anymore. I mean, it was worth it for anybody who came. But bringing him. Apple also brought Arnold Schwarzenegger, and he also brought Rick Moranis. Rick Moranis doesn't do movies and stuff. Really cool guy. It costs a lot of money, so I think they're probably going bankrupt. So I don't think there's going to be any more Alamo.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's
I heard just from other people that met Keaton, they said he didn't seem like he was all that thrilled to be there.
He was sick. He was sick.
Oh, that
yes.
sucks.
So the day before, 2 days before, he had like a cold. But I know that here in Texas, I don't know if any of y'all here been in Texas during the allergy season. It feels like you have the flu.
Oh wow!
So
I know that Kansas is the same.
Oh, it's horrible. So he was sick. So he wasn't really doing any handshakes, and when he was taking pictures, he was doing it from kind of far away a little bit.
That makes sense. Well, that's so cool you got to meet him. Like that is like a dream come true. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, with him, and then Ben Affleck was here, met him. Jason Momoa I've known Jason Momoa for a very long time before he was popular. Around when he was Draco in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
So because he used to go to all these Comic Cons that I went to almost every weekend, so there was some downtime when it was dead. So we just hung out and stuff like that, and then he became Aquaman. Really cool guy.
Cool.
He seems pretty genuine.
Oh yeah, very down to earth.
Like what you see in the public is pretty much him.
Oh, he's a cool guy. He's a cool guy, and yeah, it's the advantage of me traveling with all this stuff. You get to meet a lot of these people.
Yeah, it's cool.
A lot of cool.
That's awesome. Well, again, the possibilities of these movies are just crazy. Some people in the chat have said, is the Keaton thing possible for him to be Thomas Wayne? And I don't think that's the direction they're going to go at all. I feel like maybe
Jeffrey Dean
Morgan. Yeah,
Yeah.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan would be. I mean, there you go, right?
Perfect. That's like dream casting.
Has he been rumored to be part of this as well?
Yes.
Wow. Well, he was Thomas Wayne in BVS.
Yeah.
So I could see that for sure happening.
And the funny thing is, the Martha Wayne was, I don't know the actress's name, but she was also in The Walking Dead.
Yes.
She played Maggie.
Yeah, that's right.
Can you imagine that if they do that storyline to where she gets to actually be a Joker character?
That would be awesome.
Jesus.
Jeffrey Dean Morgan is in talks to play Thomas Wayne in The Flash, according to Insider.
That'd be cool.
Wouldn't it be crazy if they...
And the actress, I mean, that they might, and this is just rumor too, that she might be the Flash forward Joker.
That'd be cool. What are we going to say, Mac?
I says, wouldn't it be crazy if they kind of brought back Nicholson too for like a little...
Oh my God.
Michelle Pfeiffer.
Yeah, that would be insane. I think my head would explode. Possibly.
I mean,
I don't know if I could stand it.
The possibilities are crazy, and the fact that they could all like just make these little cameos.
Yeah.
You brought up that Flash series, didn't they? Like they did that with like Robert Wool, where they had that scene where he was from Gotham still, from '89 Gotham, like little clippets or snippets like that.
The reporter.
Yeah.
That'd be awesome just to have little glimpses of where are they at now, or what's their life like now. It's neat.
I even had the Huntress character from the old Birds of Prey TV show that was Smallville TV show era, and she played Huntress again. So I mean, they brought in a lot to that.
Now, does Warner Brothers, AT&T, do they control all of those shows also?
To my knowledge,
I would think so.
So if they're willing to do that on TV, I would think that they would maybe take some risks with this project, possibly. I know I'm going to kind of come back to what Dan said. It's like, these are the same people that are bringing these other movies that are not great.
Well, because the TV show, they didn't ask the movie Flash to be on. The movie asked the TV show, "Can we put him on there?"
Okay.
So if they want to start expanding with this Flash forward thing, I think that's why they did it.
So do you think that if the Snyder Cut does well, we'll also see Cavill back as Superman?
Please.
I hope so.
Oh, he said yes. Did y'all see his Zoom?
Yeah.
I know he wants to do it. I mean, he's wanted to do it all along. He's always wanted to be the character, but I think Warner Brothers.
I like the guy. I mean, my wife wants to leave me for him, but I still like him.
I mean, the one thing that they have gotten right all along was the casting for those characters in Justice League.
Yeah.
Every one of them, even Ezra Miller that people hate and think he's crazy, I thought was perfect, and I love the character. And I think a lot of perception of those characters may change.
Speaking of those characters, did you see? I cannot think of the actor's name that plays Cyborg.
Ray.
Yeah, I don't know Ray. I know his. I can't remember his last name. But anyway, did you see his comment this week?
Ray Fisher.
Yeah, thank you, Ray Fisher. Thank you. He made comments about Joss Whedon. And how awful he was on set, and how he just was this big diva. And did you guys see that comment?
Yeah,
I did.
It was harsh.
Yeah.
And talking about that, do you think the actor who played the Flash is going to come back after
Ezra
what
Miller?
he did? You haven't read that?
Oh,
yeah.
The abuse things, right?
The choking.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
You haven't heard that?
I did hear that, but it kind of went away real quick.
Yeah.
Did.
Yeah.
Everybody got free AT&T cell phones.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was reading up on it that he had a situation in Australia, I believe.
It was on camera. It was caught on camera.
It was he was choking a girl.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was drunk and something. New Zealand or Australia, one of them two.
I just can't imagine them replacing him with somebody else, but it's Hollywood, so anything's possible.
Anything's possible.
But
yeah, because they got rid of a lot of people from the Flash TV show. Elastic Man, he's gone. So they fired him because of some racial comments he did on social media a few years back.
There's a lot of people doing really stupid things.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the public eye, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
This is just, and they get what they deserve. If they're gonna do stupid stuff, then they need to move on, I guess.
But you're right. At first, it was a big story about what he did, and then all of a sudden, it just died.
Yeah. Well, and so did that project. Like everybody said, well, there's not going to be a Flash movie now, and there's not going to be future Superman or Batman, and now again with the Snyder Cut, everything kind of got jumbled back up again, and now there's interest all of a sudden. So it'll be real interesting to see what happens. Hey, I want to thank my count showing 97 people watching right now. Thank you so very much for being here with us on Rogues Gallery Live. Hope you're enjoying the show so far. Anything else you guys want to talk about before we move on to pictures, or at least?
Has anybody heard anything about the Aquaman chick? Is she out?
Oh, for beating up.
I can't imagine her being in that movie.
I mean, for lying. That was horrible.
Amber Heard.
She should have been run up a flagpole.
Yes, you don't do that to my Jack Sparrow.
Yeah, right.
I mean that caused so much friggin' grief.
Yeah.
For everybody. And and then it's stuff like that makes people not want to take when legitimate complaints come out. Then you have to scrutinize it.
Yeah, I don't think I
will miss it. Wolf.
Yeah.
That was just horrible.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the truth came out.
Yeah, because his career was over.
Yeah.
Although they did announce, because then as soon as that all happened, then they said, okay, well, maybe he'll be Jack Sparrow again. Disney's interested in him. But the rumor is this week they signed Margot Robbie for the new Pirates of the Caribbean lead, kind of an all-female, which I'm okay with, but I was really hoping for Karen Gillan. I thought she would be really good. She's a redhead, and their main character in the ride now is a character named Red that they've retooled. She used to be on auction in the old scene. They've updated that, and it's actually really great, and the animatronics really great. And so I figured they would kind of.
She's my favorite part of the ride now.
Yeah, I really like her too. It's the rum they want, don't you, boy? And I really like that, and I think I think that she would have been really good in that role because she's kind of sassy, and I think it would have been fun. But I think Margot Robbie will be good too. Of course, she's a bigger name, probably. Yeah. But so
Disney,
anyway,
don't Ghostbusters this up.
Oh, I know.
Yeah,
I know. But anyway, I thought that was interesting. And again, going back to Amber Heard, I can't see them using her again after all of that. But
they won't.
I won't miss her.
I know. Yeah. I hate it.
She's very replaceable
when they switch. I hate when they switch actors though, because I like everything to look the same. Like I did not like Katie Holmes in Batman Begins, but then they switched her. In Batman or in The Dark Knight, and it's the same character, but I don't know. Just that kind of stuff bothers me. I like whenever the characters or the actors are the same throughout. But in this case, I get why they wouldn't have her again.
I didn't notice it wasn't the same actress. I thought she just let herself go. I was like, girl, what happened to you?
Maggie right?
And later I was like, oh, it was a different person. I'm an idiot.
Levi says he liked Birds of Prey. So
you're the one.
Yeah, that's the one.
He's the one.
I thought it was okay. It wasn't awful, but I thought it was okay.
Yeah, it was.
Oh my god!
We should all live stream it and then play it and see who leaves the live stream first.
It'll be our lowest watched episode of Rogues Gallery Live.
Yeah,
It could be
Probably.
fun.
No, that movie was so bad.
Is that bad? Wow.
Oh, you haven't seen it?
No, I've seen it.
I've gone. I went. I mean, it came out last year. I went there a few months, but right now it's like, okay, what's next? I watched everything on Netflix. I watched everything. I was like, let's watch it.
Yeah.
No. And then today, my wife and my kids, they haven't seen the new Fantastic Four, and I was like, I watched it a while back, and I was like, oh, it's a great movie. Watch it. And I was like, it's your turn to suffer.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to Johnny Waddell. He says, well, they changed War Machine in the MCU after the first Iron Man, and that worked out great. Yeah, Don Cheadle is phenomenal. That was a better upgrade, I think.
Yeah,
sure. I think he rocked that role, and I really like.
You guys don't like Terrence Howard?
He was good too. He was
Come
good.
on, man. Come on,
He's
man.
a drama queen.
I did.
He's a diva.
That was a mess, but I really like Don Cheadle.
I heard he wanted more money than Robert Downey Jr.
Sure did.
Oh, wow. Like
he sure did.
Like, okay, we'll call you.
Easy
We'll call
replaceable. I'm glad they did that though.
Yeah, Don Cheadle.
I am too. Greg said a live unboxing of the Birds of Prey for everyone. See who drops it and breaks it. So, I haven't seen any high end Birds of Prey merch. Have you guys?
No. Yeah. So that says a lot right there, right? Movies. Nobody wanted to go near it.
Yeah.
Wow, I can't believe it's that bad. I'm about to go check this out.
You have to at least watch it. And Tommy, I think you mentioned Netflix. I do want to plug that on Netflix, they just started having Mask of the Phantasm.
Oh, really?
If you've never seen Mask of the Phantasm, do yourself a favor. If you have a Netflix account, watch that film. It's phenomenal. Phenomenal.
Yeah. Is that the 90s movie?
Yes, it's from the animated series. It's an animated series movie.
Oh.
And it features the Mask of the Phantasm and the Joker, and it's just a really great story. It's actually, a lot of people feel like it's the best animated series story. So definitely check it out if you haven't. It's really good.
I'll have to check that out.
So real quick, Slim Boss said that Howard was better as Rudy.
Who did?
Slim Boss. And
Slim Boss. Where's Slim?
I liked him as Rhodey, but I just can't see Terrence Howard in the War Machine suit when you think
he had a big head.
Yeah, he like, to me, he just looks off. So
yeah,
cheeks pouring out of the mask.
Well, it's funny though too. Like once we see these characters in the movie, like that's what our vision is. It's like we see them in that role, but I don't know.
But it transitioned very well.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
That's one of the ones that like it didn't happen.
You want to see my?
Travis says saw someone today on the page mention Gotham. Gotham! I loved Gotham. I wish Gotham would have gone on for another 5-6 seasons. I loved it. So dark and grim and just I love that kind of Gotham. No pun intended. I like that. I mean, I just love.
Yep.
Dingy, and it kind of felt like 70s, kind of like they had 70s cars, and it's modern. Like it was a weird show. But man, they gave us Scarecrow and they gave us Professor Pig, and they gave us all of these characters that I've wanted to see forever, and they did it in such a creepy way.
Did you know that the Penguin was also in The Walking Dead?
I didn't.
I did a few things with The Walking Dead back in the day. I almost became a zombie. I went to Zombie University.
That's cool.
And I was going to be a fat Mexican bearded zombie, but I got pretty busy and stuff. But Robin Lord, he was in 1 or 2 episodes. He's a natural blonde.
Yes, I did know that.
He is a natural blonde, and he was at this place where everybody got separated, and they were looking at this map, and he goes, "Meet us here," and there were cannibals. You remember that? So and they put everybody over the bend.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's the Penguin.
I remember that. Yep.
Yeah. I was like, what?
He's a really good actor. And he was the best part of the show, in my opinion. I loved him as Penguin. And that's the Penguin I want to see. I want to see that businessman, crime boss type character. And I just feel like I love the show. And I know some people hated it. The first season was not the best. I feel like it got a lot better as it went. And then Jerome, I mean, come on. Cameron Monaghan, he was phenomenal.
He was awesome.
Oh, just great show. That was a good question. DMD says it's 2 a.m. in the UK time. I have work in 4 hours. I need to sleep. I'm trying to get out, but you keep pulling me in with your witty repartee.
Repartee, nice.
You give us too much credit.
You folks in the UK are with your fancy words there. I like it. That's great. Oh, I love it. So anyway, you guys ready to move on to some photos?
Let's do it.
All right, let me get that turned off. And let me see here.
Happy Canada Day, everybody.
Happy Canada Day.
Hey.
There you go.
Bandits as well.
It's my birthday week, for Pete's sakes.
Happy birthday.
It's his birth week.
It's my birthday week. That's
Happy
right.
birth week.
That's right. I usually get a whole birthday month. So birthday week is not bad.
Hey, I sent you a cake.
That's right. Yeah. Jeff, thank you for sending me that cake. That was fantastic.
Sure.
Anyway, here's our first photo. This is the in-hand Queen Studios 1/3 scale Joker. We were having a conversation about this.
Chris froze.
He froze.
Chris.
So while we wait for him, what is the Joker thinking right now?
Why are all these people staring at me?
Everybody to my left.
You're all looking at my hair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who has
The hair looks good.
Yeah. I think this thing's awesome.
Who's getting it?
Yeah. This is like,
Am I
I
back?
don't think it's not available anywhere unless you already have it ordered.
Oh yeah.
Unless you want the
Actual
sculpt.
rigged hair is pre-sold out.
Yeah. It's awesome.
Sorry, guys. I don't know what happened there.
All right, we made fun of you while you were gone.
Well, good. I would hope you would. So yeah, we have the Queen Studios 1/3 scale Joker. Dan and Mac, did you guys both see this in New York?
I did. I did see it. I thought it looked great when I was there. So
But Dan, you didn't like it.
I didn't care for it. I thought it was undersized, and I don't remember it looking this good. I'm convinced they've retooled it.
I am too.
And
Chris,
after I saw these pictures, I took close-up pictures when I was there, and I stand by. I think they retooled it.
I think
it did not get good feedback
There was
at
a lot
all.
of bad feedback.
And one thing that's great about Queen Studios is they really do listen to feedback and tweak things right away. Like they will not hesitate because they don't want to be sitting on a bunch of product. They don't want to. They want to sell their stuff, so they're very quick to tweak their things. But I'm so impressed with this head sculpt. I was trying to get the guys to talk me off a ledge today of buying this, or at least trying to track one down with the rooted hair. Man, I am just so impressed with how he turned out. I think it's really good.
Yeah.
It looks great.
Yeah, when I was there, I was like looking for this, but then I saw that half scale Aquaman, and I was they had it there without the head on it though. So I was just looking at the body, and I was like, Jesus,
It's incredible.
Yeah,
Without the head.
even without it, it was insane.
Yeah,
you guys know I'm trying not to collect movie pieces, so
yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah, same here.
We'll move on to Ivy here. This was given to us by Yves, and he just did the review on our channel today. So if you haven't checked it out, definitely check it out. I, of course, will be reviewing it when she comes in to the Batcave. But he was the first person on YouTube to review it, and I'm just very impressed with what I see. Some people have said that they feel like the face is a bit of a downgrade compared to what it was. I don't think I actually put it on here. There was somebody that had a 2018 photo and a 2020, and the 2020 actually does look better than the 2018.
It looks more realistic.
She's not, her face is a little bit fuller now. But anyway, what do you guys think of this piece? How do you think she turned out?
I think it looks good. I haven't seen it, but
Whiplash Collector just wrote in the chat, if anybody wants the rooted hair Joker from Queen Studios, hit him up. I may know a reseller who has stock at retail price.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Ooh.
No, now everybody's leaving the show.
That's right. Yeah, bye, everybody.
You better message him now.
That's right.
So what do you guys think of that? The black line around her lips that wasn't in the proto, but is in the production piece.
I noticed that.
Yeah, I'm not a fan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I need to see closer pics of it too, but
Usually when we paint something and you don't put an outline, it looks washy. It looks washed out sometimes. So
If you look at the proto, it kind of looks like there's a green line around it, but somehow it switched to black.
It looks more subtle in the prototype.
It does.
I'm going to get, let's see, I don't know if this is just on my phone. This is the photo I was trying to tell you guys about. And I don't know if it'll.
Wow.
Oh, let's see. Oh, I'm down on power. So the 2018, that's kind of clear, right?
yeah.
So she does have that outline, but it's much more
lighter,
faded into her lip.
Right.
I feel like her eye detail looked a little bit better. You can see her hair was moved a little bit, but her face is fuller.
Yep.
You can see that the newer face in 2020 is a little fuller. I do think that looks a little bit better. But anyway, I guess it's all subjective, but I do feel like she looks still pretty darn close.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, still looks great.
Who's all getting
scale is she supposed to be 1/3?
Yeah.
Yeah.
1/3.
She is 1/3. I've got some
off scale from that Wonder Woman next to her.
Well, I've got some
One of the
photos of
training
that.
armor.
Yeah, I've got some photos of that. All right, are the pictures back up here?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay. So I've got some photos of that too, Jeff, so we can talk about it because that was brought up today as well. One thing that Yves said that it's just a lot bigger in person than he was expecting. But here's the photo that he brought up, and he said that Catwoman right there is a Michelle Pfeiffer from Sideshow, and that's a quarter scale. Exactly right. That's a quarter scale piece. And so I messaged him back and I said, "Do you have any pieces that are quarter scale?" And he said he has this Catwoman and he has the this one right here. Aspen? Aspen, yeah, thank you. And so you can see that she is still a lot bigger, not a lot, but you can see that she's clearly bigger than the quarter scale body. So I think that she is slightly undersized in general, but not to a quarter scale piece. Like some people were saying, well, I'll just buy this as a quarter scale and put it with my quarter scale collection. And I don't think you can do that necessarily. But you can see clearly how small her head is. But
wow.
Anyway, so I thought that was interesting. So keep in mind, I also posted a picture in that same post of her next to Huntress, and she's always been undersized. Like even at the conventions, like next to Huntress, she looks tiny. But everybody did the measurements on her, and she's accurate size. So take it for what it's worth. I am getting this piece. Anybody else getting? I know Mac just asked it. I don't know if anybody said that. Yes.
Not me.
No.
No Mac, huh?
Oh no, yeah, I have it on pre-order.
Oh, okay, you're getting it too. Okay.
It was one of those ones where I was, teetering back and forth on canceling it, but after I saw the pictures, I'm less inclined to cancel it. But we'll see.
Good. Well, so I'm really excited about her. I think she's one of those pieces that are going to look even better in person.
Yeah, especially next to the other statues in the line. I think it'll really look. It's just it is big. It's got a really huge footprint, and it's massive.
Yeah.
Now compare this with the Superman because both of them pretty much standing up. I know some of y'all have the Hush Batman.
Yeah.
And y'all had some problems with it too, right? With the cape.
There was some leaning. Some people had the leaning issue.
See,
do you like that he's crouching instead of like these, like the Superman and her actually standing up?
Well, they've solved that problem by coming out with the second edition of Batman, the Batcave edition. And so I think that was fan service to say, okay, now he'll look a little bit better with Ivy and whoever else they make. Because that was a problem, but the reason why they had him crouched like that is they actually had it set so there was going to be this big diorama. They had it planned with Nightwing and Catwoman, and they've scrapped Nightwing. I don't know about Catwoman still, but they had this plan. But I think the problem was that no one realistically could display them because they're too big. You know, that you just can't display them like they envisioned them to be displayed. If this was like, 1/10 scale or something, they could have done that easily. But I think that's the main reason why they did a second version. I know Dan's going to get that piece. I might get that piece. But that way I think they'll match up a little bit better. Don't you guys agree?
I like to see the picture of that Batman.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think depending on how you have it set up, if you display Hush Superman above, above right behind the Hush Batman, I think it would look just fine. It just, you might have to have it on a little bit of a riser, but I don't think he's really kneeling like as low as what people think he is. He's crunched. He's crunched over, but it's not that bad.
I've always said that, especially if you have him up higher.
Yeah.
I feel like if you have him low, like on the floor, I don't think he looks good. But if you have him up a little bit, like shoulder height or a little bit higher, I think that he looks amazing. He's still one of my favorites in my collection. So, but anyway, I'm excited that collectors are finally getting Hush, and I did want to show you those pictures that he took because it does show that she is bigger than 1/4. I want to give a shout out to Eric. He's supporting the Brotherhood of the Bat collectibles, so I thought that was awesome. Thank you guys to everybody that's bought T-shirts so far. That's just really cool. I kind of want to start this Brotherhood of the Bat movement, so I really appreciate Eric getting one of those. So thank you, and Dan as well. Thank you, Dan.
You get a shirt.
That's right.
You get a shirt.
This one was teased by XM this week, and I believe this is Lex Luthor, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Looked like him.
And this is going to be not quarter scale. This is going to be part of their 1/5 line?
1/6, Justice League line.
I mean. Yeah. So it sounds like they are continuing this line. There was some rumors that maybe that they were kind of slowing down and switching everything to 1/4. But I do feel like this is an interesting piece. What do you think about this one, guys? I just don't know this version very much.
I think it looks cool, but I don't know this version yet either.
Yeah, I don't. I think it looks cool too. It's just, I wouldn't get that. I wouldn't spend my own money on that. It's just.
I believe it's a good Lex Luthor rather than an evil Lex Luthor, and I think he joined the JLA at one point.
Yeah.
Maybe in the reign of Superman. Was that the story? Yeah.
I think I'd rather have a mean Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Like this is like for somebody that didn't know, like they would see this and they would be like, "That's confusing as hell." Like,
it's contradicting, right? Because I mean, he hates that symbol.
Right?
Why did he steal Superman's suit?
Yeah. Why is this bald guy in Superman's suit?
Yeah. Is he the Vulture from Marvel? I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
I've heard several collectors say if it was the green and purple armor, they'd go for it.
Oh, that could be cool.
Yeah.
Green and purple. Yeah, I love that armor. That's my old Superpowers action figure.
Didn't you have that statue at one time, Chris? The one from Sideshow?
The Lex Luthor? No.
Oh, okay.
No, I've never had any Superman related items.
Oh, okay.
But I like it though. It's neat. I just like that suit. Ever since I was a kid, I love that suit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This is Omega Red, shown off in the factory. So I thought this was a cool piece. Kind of toss that in there.
Yeah.
I threw this picture in here this week because I thought it was cool to see. I always like to see size comparisons. So this, of course, is the Shogun on horse, XM, and then of course you have the Prime 1 with Sideshow New 52 Batman, and pretty cool to see them side by side.
Mm-hmm.
You did the unboxing for that one, right?
The New 52, yeah. Dan and I did a double live unboxing.
It looks nice.
It's an awesome piece.
And I like the glass panel in the back.
Yeah, I think it's really cool too.
Yeah, it's just so well done. And Dan's that still, you've had some time to sit on it. Is this still one of your favorites?
Absolutely. I love it more than when I first got it, and I loved it then.
I know. That's awesome.
Just awesome. Yep.
Dan, do you have the samurai line?
I have 3 pieces right now with I've got Harley pre-ordered, and I'm going to pre-order Joker and Penguin.
I was hoping you were going to say I've got 20 more on pre-order. Because we know it's going to happen, right?
I know.
Well, unless you get a bigger space, probably.
Exactly. That's
Yeah,
it.
Batman is huge. It is enormous.
This is just something I threw in for the Sideshow Con in case people hadn't seen it. $5 rewards, new products, booth tour, priority access if you pre-register. And again, that's side.show/con. Definitely I recommend it. At least to get the $5 and get the early access. So that's really cool. I can't wait for that.
So hopefully we'll see it.
Go ahead. Sorry.
I just got $5.
Boom.
Nice.
Yeah.
The child, when it came out, I know that it crashed the server, and then later on they the price is up on the pre-orders.
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
Hopefully we see a production piece at the online Comic-Con.
I would assume that they will. I'm getting one, so I'm excited to see it. I hope it's as good as it looks.
I also want to see a production piece of Deja Thoris.
Yeah.
Yes, you do. You just want to put up another thumbnail.
I do. I really do.
How many views did you get from that thumbnail, Jeff?
2 million. 2 million.
2 million. There you go. There you go. I love that story. That's so good. Yeah.
Right there.
That's right. No doubt. I threw this one in because I was excited. I used to collect the Funko Pops line. I've even considered getting them again, just having Batman and his villains. But they finally have a Ra's al Ghul. I thought that was really cool. But it's a summer convention exclusive. So if anybody collects those out there and likes their Batman villains,
I think that's the straw that will break the camel's back with my wife if I start picking up something else new. With Pop.
Yeah, exactly.
Because there's so many.
That's why you have to have a focus. They have to have a focus.
Absolutely.
But again, why can't we have a Ra's al Ghul statue? That's what I want to know. Can have Funko Pops.
It is.
Okay, so here it is. This is the 1/4 scale, quarter scale, the first piece shown by XM. Kind of give you guys a closer up view here. This is, of course, the Batman Who Laughs. This is from one of the covers where, or at least art that reflects, basically, it's not really wings, but it's kind of like the smoke effect. And he's obviously on this, the Wayne grave. The Robins to me look really good, but I don't recall them ever looking that way in the comics. What do you guys feel about this piece overall, and what do you think about the Robins?
I think the piece looks nice. I think what everybody else said. I think the Robins look a little bit too human-like. But
they look too good.
Yeah. So, but the piece
they never looked that good.
Yeah. Yeah. The Prime 1 Robins look a lot more grotesque.
Accurate.
I agree. Yeah. Accurate is a good word. I like that. Yeah.
Accurate. Grotesque. Yep.
Did y'all ever see the Joker Samurai line, the first one?
Yeah.
The teaser,
the Yakuza. Oh,
is that the one where he's got the doll or the like punching butt doll or whatever it is?
I see the child.
Yeah, the little child. He's gonna be taking my place now. I saw the Yakuza, but I think a lot of people didn't like that. So maybe with this little teaser, they might change the Robins because it's not as accurate. I like the piece; it looks really cool, but I think that the Robins look too realistic.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think it's a really good piece. I still, in my opinion, I still feel like I like my Prime 1 piece a lot more. Dan, you also have that piece. Yep. Where are you at with this?
I agree completely, and you know how I feel about the character. I mean, I absolutely love the character. I like this. I think that the Prime 1 just hit it so far out of the park; they're going to be tough to catch.
Yeah,
I think it's just it suffers by comparison. If we didn't have a comp, this thing would be off the charts. But
true,
it suffers by comparison. I think
they set the standard for the character.
Yeah, exactly.
For sure. And just think about this, guys. This is a quarter scale. Think how big this is going to be.
That's going to be a big piece.
It's going to be a massive. I don't know how much this is going to cost. I would imagine it's going to be a lot. But I'm anxious to see it in real photos and not just a render. But anyway, fun piece. I'm excited for collectors that are going to collect the scale, and it does make you wonder if they're going to do a bunch of characters in this line.
Seems likely.
Seems likely to me too. Yep, absolutely. This was another tease by Aang this week. This is the new Samurai Batman. Just kind of want to show you the backside here. We hadn't really got an actual print here, but you can see the cape, and you can see obviously we're going to have an unmasked portrait with the man bun back here. Mm-hmm. What do you guys think? Is it wetting your whistle a little bit still, or what do you think?
I like it.
Which one's that one?
This is the new second version of the Batman Samurai by XM Studio.
It's not Nightwing, right?
No, it's Batman.
It's
Batman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Do you have a picture of the front?
I did, but I got rid of it because we've shown it on the show before.
Because the base kind of looked like the Nightwing or the Robin one. I thought one of them was on a bell or something.
A lot of people have compared it to the Iron Studios piece because he's up on the bat signal.
Although Yamato USA did that first.
Oh, that's true. Yes, they did.
Yeah.
They did that.
There is
Absolutely.
pictures. There is pictures of that's the bat signal, right?
Yes. There's a render out there, and even some like close-ups from different angles of the render.
I think that one I would definitely pick up. I did not pick up the first one because I have Batgirl, I have the Poison Ivy, Bane, and Deathstroke, and they're nice. I mean, there's so much going on. In the first Batman, it was just so simple. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna wait. So I'm kind of glad that they came out with the one with the horse because I don't want the bad guys to outshine the Batman.
Oh, I think.
Oh, I love the first one.
Yeah,
it's nice.
Yeah, the first one's awesome.
I concur. I don't know if Tommy, if you got the chance to see the first one in person, he doesn't suffer. Not in person. He's got like.
So the other ones don't outshine it.
No, not at all.
No.
He's much more impressive in person. The top of the building that he's on, it's extremely intricate. I mean, his pose is kind of the iconic, one leg up Captain Morgan kind of pose, but with all the switch outs, different arm directions, different weapons, 5 head sculpts, I think. Yeah.
Oh yeah, XM loves to have a lot of different portraits.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But again, it goes back to if this is good.
Yeah.
Would Dan and Jeff consider this one replacing their OG, or do you think that you'll stick with the OG?
I wouldn't. I like this a lot. For me, I think it looks really cool, but it doesn't. At least from what I've seen so far, I should say it doesn't. Yeah.
I plan to have both.
I'm very, very much considering this one as well. I'm anxious to see it printed.
Yeah. I want to see the other portraits.
Yeah, me too. So I've shown this one on the show before. This is the 1/3 scale Dark Knight by Queen Studio, and I know a lot of people in this chat are excited about this piece. But we also then got a unmasking of him, the Christian Bale piece. So obviously this is I feel like he looks much younger, but we do have a comparison between this piece and it's not the greatest photo in the world, but you can see the picture from the 1/3 scale Prime 1 piece, which obviously he's meant to be an older Batman in that piece. But what do you guys think about the two head sculpts here?
I just hear, where is she?
I think they look pretty good.
He must have friends. Which one do you guys like better?
Queen Studios.
Yeah.
Studios.
I think that guy's hand needs to be out of the picture in order for me to make the right assumption.
Queen Studios looks more realistic.
Yeah.
The other one looks like a statue.
His right eye is off to me right now. I guess if you put your finger over it, it looks better. On the other one.
Oh, this one.
So his right eye, our point of view, left eye.
Let's get extreme close up on us.
You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a glare.
Yeah, it's a glare. But anyway, I know a lot of people are excited about that piece, and now, of course, that the Joker's out and real popular, I could see this one being popular as well.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, I threw these in also. These were released this week. This is by Jason Fabok, and just incredible covers. This is for the the 3 Jokers issue that's been pushed back forever. And the regular cover that they teased with the 3 Jokers on it, he doesn't even know if they're still going to use that cover or not. But I did want to show you these covers. What do you guys think of these things? I think they're awesome.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I told Dan I'm considering getting all of these in CGC 9.8 and making a Joker wall just like this. But they're obviously his tribute to a lot of different books over the years. I love this one, Killing Joke.
Yep. Really
cool. So these are what they all look like. These are the regular covers here, and these are all the variants. And then there's going to be additional variants released that they haven't shown yet. So anyway, I just thought some of you might be interested in seeing those.
Mm-hmm.
This one was up for pre-order today. This is the Iron Studios 1/10 Poison Ivy, but we got to see some more photos of her. What do you guys think?
I'm not an Iron Studios fan.
Me too.
It looks plastic to me.
Just this piece or other pieces?
Other
pieces.
I don't know. There's something they're slacking on. I know there's some good pieces that other people like and stuff like that. It's just not my cup of tea.
Not your thing.
No.
Like I had the Batman versus Bane. That's the only piece that I've owned, and I thought it was really good. I feel like it was. I mean, it didn't have a ton of like extra detail to it. It was more comic book like, but I thought it was a real fun piece.
They're offering free shipping on their website through the weekend.
Oh yeah.
For everything.
Oh, for everything. That's awesome.
Yeah, that is awesome.
They have to make
take advantage. Somehow. I know Dan and I have ordered the Joker 1/3 scale, and I'm incredibly excited about that piece.
Which one?
With the Joker with the ripped off face.
Oh yeah.
You know? And that incredible base with all the dynamite. Awesome. I'm so excited about that piece.
I ordered that too.
Oh, I forgot that you did, Jeff. That's awesome. Hey, okay. So what'd you say, Mac?
I was just I hope it's not hollow.
Yeah, I know.
That's the only reason.
Did anybody else hear triple live unboxing? I think I heard that. I think I did.
That has to happen.
It has to happen. I'm amazed by how many people say they love that double live unboxing.
I know. Still.
Yeah. And so we've got to do the triple. That'd be awesome.
That will.
This one I know nothing about, but I threw it up here because it new from Prime One. I thought maybe some people would be interested. It's called The Joker, which caught my attention, but I don't know anything about this. Do you guys know anything about it?
It's Persona 5. It's a PlayStation game. His name is Joker. It kind of takes it like through Vegas casinos and stuff. So he fights crime.
Cool.
In like casinos in Japan and stuff.
So it's like an anime. So it's like a
anime.
But
it's an anime. Yeah, it's an anime, but with video games.
But a game. That's cool.
Yeah, it's him and his cat. It's like a little miniature cat about this size.
That's cool. So if you're into that, it's going up for pre-order real soon. I think maybe this week. So check out the Prime One website.
He has the mask. I was gonna say I hope they have the other portrait.
So would that be something that you might add to your collection?
No. I mean, I know of him because I play games a lot.
Yeah.
And my kids know of him. I played it here and there and stuff. It was really cool.
Yeah.
But because when we do projects and stuff, we did a project that we had to draw him. So I don't like to draw, or we don't like to draw stuff if we don't watch it or play it or anything. So to get to know the character. So I got to know this guy a little bit more.
That's cool.
That's awesome. That's cool.
It's a Sega thing.
That's cool.
I like Sega.
This one is, of course, some prototype. Not prototype. These are factory in hand final product of the life-size Queen Studios Batman, and these are speaking to me pretty hard right now.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Incredible.
Yeah, it looks awesome. That base, it's gorgeous.
It is insane.
Sick.
Chris, what's the price on this?
Say what?
What's the price on this one?
Not bad.
11, like 1K or 1100, something like that. It's not bad. Not bad.
It's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Life size.
This is the reason why I'm glad I'm not really in the bust, because if I was, then I'd be in trouble.
Yeah. If you see behind me, it's all busts, and it's like, oh my god, they take so much room, but they're so gorgeous.
They're so cool. They have so much presence to them.
So is
this one? This one's 2.5 feet tall and 2 feet wide.
Wow.
Crazy.
Yeah,
wow.
Is that?
But
is
I know
is
that Queen Studios dropped the ball with the Thanos though. It looked great, and the first bunch that came out, all the color on the face were good, and the second batch they sent out, they were really dark. I don't know if y'all saw those.
Well, that's a case where I feel like they listened to maybe the fans too much, because I saw a lot of that nitpicking. They're like, well, originally it was too purple, or it had, and he even had like stubble on his, like he had like a mustache, and so they took that off, and then they said he's looking down too much, so they lifted him up a little bit. So they tried to make the fans happy, but I think by doing that, it lost a little something.
Oh yeah.
I still think it's an incredible piece, but I can see what you're saying.
On that Psylocke.
Yeah.
Everybody griped and bitched about that, and then everybody griped and bitched about what they did.
Yep.
Queen Studios has a good product. I have the Spider-Man, and I pre-ordered the Iron Man one.
I love the Iron Man one. That's so cool.
But I think I'm definitely going to pre-order this guy.
Yeah.
It's on my very much maybe list.
I have no DC busts. This is a good start.
It's very good start, especially if he comes back and does that movie with Deathstroke. You know, I don't know.
Was that a definite?
No, man, Mac. I tell you,
you got to say it right now.
Oh man, it's a definite maybe.
No, it's a definite.
Yes or no?
Oh, good lord. Good lord. Oh man.
You are the Batman statue collector.
I know, but I'm trying not to do movie pieces.
Oh yeah, I know.
That's my problem. If this
you can break your rule one time.
Man, are you thinking about it?
You know, Jeff, the only reason I haven't pulled the trigger is because I have the 1/3. And
me too.
And like you, and thank you. And
sorry.
And not me.
I love that statue. And Chris, have you seen the Prime One Justice League Batman in person?
No.
Guarantee you'd want to buy it if you did.
I've wanted to buy it 30 times.
Without
even do you remember when Sideshow found a few extra ones?
Yeah.
Like I didn't even buy it that day. Like I was trying to stay away from the movies. I'm trying to stick to my guns.
I wish I could have gotten it. I would have bought it.
It's phenomenal. And that's the only reason I haven't bought this, because I'm like, why do I need this? And not only that, but the third, I think the Justice League Batman is slightly overscaled. It's a big 1/3.
Yeah, for sure it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now the question is, like, you have that 1/3 one, but do you have any life size scales?
Nope.
Yeah. That's the hard part, because if I have all life size, it's hard to go down.
Yeah. Right. See, I've got 3 life size that I mix with the 1/4 and the 1/3, and it works okay. But so I feel like I could still do some busts. But I mean, would I rather have this Batman, or like what if they did a Two-Face from Dark Knight, or a Bane, or I don't know. Oh man, it's just too tough. But I'm worried that if I wait on it too long, they'll be gone.
They will be.
They will be gone.
They will be gone.
Every piece is.
Yeah.
Yep.
I wish that Queen Studios would do a 1/3 scale of Ben Affleck.
I'm sure you'll see it. This one was just a cover I thought you guys might be interested in seeing. It's by Shannon Moore. Great artist. Harley and Punchline, you're seeing a lot of variant covers this week. I posted one in my Facebook group from J. Scott Campbell. So be on the lookout. There's just some fun covers right now with Harley and Punchline. These are those prototypes that I was showing you that were doing paint samples on from the factory. But I just thought that some of the smoky looks pretty good, and now that they're being printed.
Oh, this is Sanity.
Yeah, Sanity.
Got it.
Sorry, I forgot to preface that. But I do feel like the smoke version's looking pretty good, especially here. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
The detail.
Go back to the first picture.
That's Harley.
Look at him cakes.
Definitely.
Bud is hungry.
You see that? I couldn't. I didn't stand right at that. I'm sorry.
Cakes.
Hey, it's my birthday week. Cake. Too funny.
Sorry.
I love it. But I was just going to say I wasn't all that impressed at times with the smoke version, and the more I see of this, I'm like, oh, maybe it's better than I thought. But anyway, there's a scarecrow.
That's awesome.
Ooh, that looks good.
Yeah, it does look good. I threw some of these pictures in. The Sideshow Wonder Woman bust is starting to ship. Unfortunately, this one is broken. I've seen a few other ones that are also broken with the hair, this little piece here, which, hair is always a problem area for statues, especially long-haired female. With those little wisps, they're always breaking. But anyway, how do you think she turned out?
Good. I'm thinking about buying it.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
What is that, a 1/4?
There's no scale listed in the product description.
They originally started saying that it was 1/3, but people have it in hand. It's more like 1/4.
But if you read all three, Wonder Woman, Superman, and Batman, they never mention a scale.
So I wonder why they changed it.
I don't know.
Maybe
it's hard to tell.
Maybe they felt like for the price, like, if you're saying, okay, well, you're getting a 1/3 scale piece for $250. I mean, that's one hell of a deal. But maybe whenever they went to production, they're like, well, maybe their costs were more or something, and so they decided to make it more 1/4. But and 1/4, this will fit in better with 1/4 scale pieces anyway. If that's
this one's 9.5 inches tall, and the Superman is 10.5 inches tall, and the Batman is like 17 because he has his arm up with the batarang.
He's big. But it's just so funny because so many collectors keep saying like they just wish those were the premium formats, because they're incredible.
I don't like it as much as the premium format.
Yeah,
portrait.
I don't get to see my screen whenever I'm doing photos. I just saw 116 people in here, so that's awesome. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. That's so great. That's so awesome. I'm getting the Batman one. Do you think we'll see more of those busts maybe at at Sideshow Con? Do you think they'll expand that line beyond the characters we've seen?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Yeah. If they get a good response, I bet they do.
Who would you want to see?
I think it'd be cool to see some villains in that format.
Yeah. And maybe even if, I've said for a long time that I would love for them to go back and create new head sculpts or add-ons for statues that they've made in the past. And we've talked about maybe there would be issues with them fitting properly or blah, blah, blah. But it also would refresh and keep your older statues feeling new again. And I get why they maybe wouldn't want to do that because they want you to buy their new stuff. And I get all of that. But with these busts, maybe if they're never going to do a Clayface, and we talked about Clayface, if they're never going to do a Clayface bust that maybe you could put in with your premium format collection just so it's represented. You know what I mean? Yeah, I still would rather have a premium format, obviously. But maybe that would give some fan service to collectors. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Do you like the idea of putting busts around your premium format size statues?
I do the premium format statues, and I put them with my life scale busts.
I see that huge Hulk that you got back there. I think it's insane big. I can see it from here. I've seen it before, but I know that thing is insanely.
Oh, the life size bust! I love that bust.
Oh, there's a bust. There's the ECC, and then there's
Sideshow.
So the Sideshow. Oh, the Sideshow one right there.
Yeah,
no, about the one.
I like that one.
Yeah, I like that. I like that one too. But I'm talking about the full Hulk, the one that has like the hair.
Yeah, he's hidden.
He is.
The full face. The one on top, the ECC.
Yeah, the one on top.
Yeah, the ECC. Yeah, that one is an artist proof.
Yeah,
I got that one in Orlando.
Nice.
But most of the busts that are back there, there's always a premium format that goes with each one.
Yeah. Got the Venom, and then see Deadpool back here.
Yeah, if you have not seen his collection, he was our featured collector. What two or three collectors ago, I think, at this point. So definitely go check out that video because it's just a mind blowing room. It's amazing. I love what you've done with that space. Do you have any cool pieces? Do you have any cool pieces, Tommy, that are coming in soon?
That's coming soon. No, this in 1 week I had two of them. The Figurama, that was a licensed piece, and the Batman on the horse. Those two they were huge. They're huge pieces. It's just I now have to move all of my prime ones that were in here. I'm moving them out to the hallway outside the door. I'm just putting all of them out there because they're just too tall. I love them, but
yeah, they take up some space. Bridge, bring the water says TG. You get the Hulk on the floor repaired.
Yes, yeah, that one back there that is hidden. It's cracked. Like underneath the armpit a little bit, like this, just chipped on the shipping and on the pants. I need to fix that one. I think I'm going to talk to some people that are near me. I'm going to talk to one of my friends, Jake, who painted my Godzilla Sideshow one. I don't know if y'all saw that one because it was just too ashy. And I was talking to one of the colorists who paint the statues for Sideshow, and he was going to do that one, but he had other projects going on.
Was it Ed?
From California?
Yeah.
I'm bad with names, probably.
Oh, okay. I was just curious.
I'm bad with names.
Ed Bradley, the great painter for them, so I just didn't know if...
So he's a huge Godzilla King Kong fan, and he wanted to do that project, but they gave it to somebody else. But I'm glad we repainted it and stuff because, I mean, it was just all gray. It was ashy. But yeah, I'm going to see if they could fix that other Hulk. I know everybody wants to see it, but I'm not going to show it because I can't.
That's right. Well, anyway, if you want to see more, you can visit your channel. And that, of course, is, again, TG Studio 512. And check out his channel. Give him a sub. Also, check out Mac Collections and Secret Sanctuary, as always. They would appreciate your viewership and sub as well. Absolutely. Anything else you guys? Well, go ahead. Sorry.
I just became the 799 subscriber to Old Tommy Guns channel.
Hey,
yes,
there you go.
I was almost at 800.
Yeah.
Very good.
That's cool. Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited. I'm almost at the 1,000. I don't know what happens from there. I think I just get younger from there, right?
That's exactly right. That's exactly. Actually, what happens is you actually old. You get super old. You get a lot of gray in your beard because
more.
You got to keep up, and it's just a lot of stress, a lot of editing. You know how it is.
Well, this is the wife, and these here is Corona. So I didn't have these in January.
So
just subscribe. So
yeah, there you go. 800.
Did that get to 800 then?
It did click over, but
well, go visit him. Click over. So you
get 801.
801. There you go.
Awesome. I appreciate it, guys.
Do the same for Mac. Do the same for Jeff Secret Sanctuary if you haven't done so. If you haven't done so, shame on you all. Shame on you all for not doing that. Because these guys, I know for a fact that these guys work their butt off to bring you amazing entertainment. So definitely give them support. I think they're amazing guys, and I'm so glad they're part of this community. And so definitely show them some love if you haven't done so already.
Yeah. Real quick, Chris, thanks for putting out that video you did, man. That was really cool.
Absolutely,
very nice.
Absolutely.
Very nice.
You know, I always feel like especially lately, I feel like there's been a ton of new collectors coming into the community. Have you guys felt that way too, kind of lately?
Yeah. People hit me all the time, asking me questions. I'm like, wow, it's crazy what they think.
Now, I have a question for all of y'all.
Yeah.
I know that some of the channels on Facebook they've been having polls saying, should we monitor and remove people who post YouTube channels all the time? Because they're like saying that it's like, I see the same post in 100 different channels on Facebook. What are y'all thoughts on that?
I'm very bad about that.
I post all over the place. So I mean, I can't I can't really say anything about it. I mean,
yeah, because they asked me, he's like, oh, why don't you put more stuff on my channel? And I was like, oh, well, yeah, because I'm helping them on their channel. And then as soon as I posted something, then they put out, hey, do you want us to remove all the YouTube channels because there's too many? And it's like, okay, I'll scratch your back, but don't scratch mine.
Yeah. Me personally, I feel like we are such a big community, and I know, like, I want to see Mac's links, or I want to see Jeff's links, because otherwise I might not see it. And like, I'm especially doing this channel, like I am literally editing all day long. Like that's all I do. I film, I edit, try to spend as much time with my family, of course, as I can, but even that suffers sometimes. And so I know that there's so much that I miss, and that's really good content out there. And I want everybody to see everything if possible. So like, I don't mind it. I know some people it makes mad. And I'm trying to cut back a little bit more from doing that, but I have so many people from Facebook come over to the channel. And so I appreciate that very much. But I feel like otherwise people won't find the content.
Right.
YouTube does an awful job of notifying people. They used to notify you all the time. Now they don't ever. I don't like Jeff. I don't ever get a notification when yours go up.
Oh wow!
And I'm subscribed, and I have the all notifications on. Mm-hmm. And so, like, I know for a fact that I miss your content. I know people miss my content. I know people miss Max, and I'm sure Tommy as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know,
even people when comment or anything, when you click on the little drop down list, and it sometimes it doesn't even tell you that people are commenting or anything. Or I watched all of y'all's videos. I love them. I like to watch as many as possible. I think I'm just a goofball of mine.
Yeah. So I think it's cool too. Kind of seeing like how the community's grown. And like Chris, you've been doing this for probably just as long as I have. For
4 years.
4 years this November.
Yeah. So that we're kind of close. I think my first video went up in like 2017, somewhere around there. So it's crazy how the community's kind of grown since then. I remember just watching, some of the some of the older videos on YouTube and just kind of being inspired by them. So it's cool because a lot of people kind of they get excited when you have stuff that comes out. So
yeah. I had a lot of people say, "Oh, do the YouTube," and I was like, I don't have time because I'm always going to a different Comic-Con or Anime Con. Yeah. But I was like, you know what? I could implement that. So when I started it, I wanted to do when I travel and I meet all these actors and everything else, I was going to record all that stuff. Yeah. So it'll be statues, but also my tours and stuff. But now with the Corona, I was like, you're just going to see me here in this room. The whole time.
Yeah,
it's cool.
But going back to your original statement, like I feel like with the internet or Facebook, almost always it's a 50-50 split. 50% love, 50% hate. Like I just feel like that's just where we're at in this world right now. Yeah. So you're never going to please everybody, but it is my mission to try to promote and help this community any way that I can, and hopefully in a positive way. I know I'm not perfect, but I want to spread the love, and I want people to discover other channels. Like I said, I just feel like there's so much new out there that I feel like there's a lot of need, and people might not find channels like yours or Jeff's or Max or mine. Like I want people to find that, because the stuff that's out there is all really good. Mm-hmm. People are trying to put good production value out there, and they're trying to really show and show the passion that they have. And so, I do get a little overzealous for sure sharing, but I want people to see the content. I want people to be a part of the community. So it's kind of a double-edged sword. I can understand it for sure.
And I want to say thank you, really, because I mean I'm a noob. I'm new to this and stuff. So it's like and a lot of people is like, oh, I love watching the collection and stuff because I like watching y'all's videos too. But I like to say appreciate it for making me part of this because this is really cool. I'm over here very lonely with my statues.
We talk about that a lot. That collecting is lonely. Yeah, it's a lonely hobby because people just don't understand it. Like they don't get why we're spending thousands of dollars on painted rock.
Yeah, and especially now with everybody being quarantined, it's like if people are pulling into my driveway because they're just doing a U-turn, I'm just running out there with beers ready, and I'm like, I hope they could just stay for a little bit.
Well, if you're ever up on 135 driving up through Kansas, please stop by. We'd love to have you a part of the Batcave. That'd be cool. That'd be awesome. I'm hoping to do the same thing when I'm heading down to Texas. That'd be a lot.
Oh yeah, same. Guys, y'all are more than welcome to come check it out and stuff. There's been a lot of collectors that've been by, and they're just like, oh my god. But I'm here.
Well, we're glad, and thanks for being on the show tonight. We really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you guys. It was great getting to know everybody. I love y'all's collection. I've seen y'all's unboxings and everything. There's just so many, and I like your sculpted cape behind you, the Hush. I was like, I have the fabric one, and yes, and I was like, oh,
I'm about Superman right there. Boom.
That's gorgeous.
God, I love that piece.
Yeah, one of my favorites.
Such a good piece.
One of my favorites.
Oh, it's so beautiful. That's
one of my first statue that came into this house. I bought the house. I put the address here, anticipating that I was going to purchase the house.
Yeah.
And I was like, it's going to happen. And my wife was like, oh my God, you put the address in the house we haven't even purchased yet? And I was like, yeah, it's going to happen. And I remember when we signed the paper that day, I came and there was 2 huge boxes sitting in my front doorstep.
Nice.
That's awesing.
Brought them in, opened them up, put them on the kitchen counter, and I just left it there for a while until we packed up the other house.
That's cool.
It was meant to be.
We've gone about 2 hours, which I hate doing, so I apologize for keeping everybody so long tonight. Does anybody else have anything else to say before we head out?
Actually, I have one thing which is kind of interesting.
Sure.
Jeff mentioned the Sideshow Psylocke earlier, and there's a new wrinkle that's kind of interesting about that statue. Some people received the variant with damaged portraits, either broken hair or whatever, and they've been waiting quite a while for replacements. Well, those replacements have finally arrived, and it turns out Sideshow, when they're sending you that replacement portrait, they're also sending you the switch-out arm holding her side blade, which was included in the original statue, but was not with the variant.
Oh.
So there's going to be a few variants out there with the switch-out arm.
Interesting. Well, that's cool.
Huh.
That is cool.
Is that the one that they only did about a 50 or 100 of a different color?
150.
Yeah, very limited.
Different portrait.
I really considered buying her and like maybe trying to like repaint it a bit to make her a oh my god, I just forgot her name. Ra's al Ghul's daughter, Talia. Talia. I thought because she kind of looks like Talia, like her costume and her hair. I just think that's a beautiful statue. Beautiful statue. But
it's nice.
The special version was gorgeous.
150. That's crazy.
That's
crazy. But anyway, we'll be back in a couple weeks. Thank you guys again so very much for watching. Please hit the like button if you enjoyed the content. That does help us all. Again, visit TG Studio 512, Matt Collections, and Secret Sanctuary as well. People were asking about Dan, if Dan has a channel. He does not as of right now, but he does provide great content for this channel. If you haven't seen his video this week on the Batman Who Laughs art print, please check it out because his production quality is getting just amazing. He's doing such a great job.
UBC is going to be calling.
Yeah, absolutely. So
real quick, I started to watch that video and I had to shut it off because as soon as I started, what did I do? I went straight to Sideshow and I was staring at our art print.
I did the exact same thing. Like, how do I make this work?
You're a Batman.
Yep, Dan is that damn good at this. Like he's fantastic. So anyway, definitely check out that video if you haven't done so. And Jeff Morris, come on, where's your channel, bud?
I don't have one.
We're just glad to have you here every week. So that's awesome.
You should be.
Jeff Morris,
I'm glad to be here.
Jeff Morris, I got something special for you, man. I got something special for you, but it's cap related.
Okay.
I'll do it. I'll drop it June 4th.
Oh, cool. Very cool. All right, stay tuned for that. That's cool.
Is it the Endgame statue I broke?
No, it's not that, but I think you're gonna.
I'm still nauseous.
Yeah,
I know. It's so.
That'll bring a tear to your eye.
Sorry, man.
$800 worth of tears.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Somebody knows my middle name in the chat.
Uh-oh. You have a super fan, I guess.
Super fan.
A super fan. Yeah, nobody knows my middle name.
Well, Chris, on the way out, for anybody who did enjoy the Batman Who Laughs art print video, I will have another one coming soon featuring Gabriel Del Otto's work, both Batman and Joker. So that's coming soon.
That's
very
awesome.
cool.
That's very cool. I cannot wait for that one. I absolutely love that piece. That's another one I've considered. I love his work. It's phenomenal. Team Mitchell just says, thank you for what you do. Thanks, Chris, for the notification for the Dark Knight Memorial statue. Yeah, that's a piece. I don't know if you guys saw that today, but the Dark Knight Memorial, that big statue at the end of Dark Knight Rises, they've made into a statue. I think it might have been around for maybe a couple years, but now they're selling it on Sideshow, and it's a really cool piece. So if I forgot to put a photo in there tonight, but I'm glad Team Mitchell said that because it was really cool. So anyway,
Decent price on that one.
Is that a Polystone statue?
Well, I think it's $150. I think Polystone. I think
17 inches tall.
Yeah, it's like it's meant to go with the 12-inch figures or the like Hot Toys, but it's like way bigger, because it's
the bronze one, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I was wondering.
On my patio or something.
It's $200. It's not bad.
You're gonna make a fountain out of it.
It's a decent price, so it's just a neat piece if you're a fan of that movie, or it's just even if you just have a Batman piece in your collection, like that'd be a cool one to have.
They had that at New York Comic Con 3 years ago, a life size.
Yeah, they had a life size one. I saw it. Yep.
They had a life size. They had it outside in the lobby.
Yep, it was awesome. I got pictures of that.
Gorgeous.
Yeah. That's very cool. That's awesome. Well, anyway, thanks everybody for watching the show tonight. I really appreciate it. We'll be back in 2 weeks for the next for Rogues Gallery Live. I did drink an entire margarita during the show tonight. So I know you guys don't know that, but I did, and feeling pretty good right now. So anyway, hope you cheers to everybody and have a great rest of the week. So see you guys later. See you in the Batcave.
Yeah, happy 4th of July, everybody.
Yeah, happy 4th.
Happy 4th. Stay safe.
See you.